Alright, today's translator is pacnsacdave. Covered him before, still has an absolute ton of games. Although I just realized there is a second category of absolute tons of games. This person is a translating nightmare, in the best way possible. And they translated this game, and I gotta thank them for it. Alright, hello and welcome back to Ashgabat Cats. Let's play that. Today we're taking a look at Duma Horse Racing. Now I need a horse racing game in my life. If I was to tell you how many, it would surprise you how many horse racing games have been released in the Asian territories versus how many have been released in the Western continents, which is to say, a heck of a lot, and none respectively. Like, I went to arcades and I played this one horse racing game where you could like raise the horses and then you save them to cards. But there's nothing. Alright, let's do a little bit of gambling mode. Just to explain the plight. Most promising horse on the track. Alright, let's get a little bit introduced to this game, but my gosh, there are no horse racing games available in the West. This is a tremendous oversight. And I looked online for romhacking.net. It's like, oh, maybe they'll have a dozen horse racing games. I mean, a dozen have been made. Oh, they're going to introduce every single horse as we go. I mean, I don't not enjoy it, but purely something magical? Oh my gosh. Like, I saw that a translator had translated this, but I didn't expect this to be so good. Oh, interesting. So we chose some people to race, but we didn't. Oh, how many places are there on this horse rank? Oh, I see. We get a bonus for their place. I thought for a second it's like, oh yeah, I bet it'll come in 150th place, let's say. And then Canela. What the heck? Oh, we are going to just go through. Okay. I don't have time for all the rest of you guys. I mean, the one guy is my man. Hopefully, he will be able to pull through. Come on, random glasses guy. Show him that wearing glasses means you're smarter. That's gotta be true, right? Whoa! They offer live play-by-play commentary? That's awesome, actually. Kind of reminds me of like Talking Parodius. It's like apparently there was a Parodius game for the Super Nintendo where they actually used one of the special sound chips to encode, well, to compress and then play back a lot of talking. And so basically the game like talks at you. Now, I haven't really played it, maybe I'll give it a shot at some point, but like, what the heck? I can only imagine the experience is vaguely like this, like having constantly listening to this guy. Oh my gosh, there were action shots when things happened to horses. What happened? The guy on the left was like winning, but then next thing I know, and it's like, oh, he's on the floor, and it's like, what the heck? This is so exciting for like betting on horses. Oh my gosh. I thought this would be like sort of a very vague, it's like, okay, choose your favorite color of horse thing, but no. It's like a fully featured game in and of itself, just watching this. Well, I guess it's less of a game and more of a movie, but my gosh. My gosh. Yeah, I might not need other horse racing games. I've got this one. Alright, now for the thrilling conclusion. Oh, wow. They are just 3/4 of the way there. There's a map in the lower left-hand corner. And on it, you can't see much, but you can definitely see that things aren't over yet. It's not over yet. Is there a fast forward button? What if one presses start? Select? LR? Just kidding. Didn't have that. Oh, wow. So you can like see stats on things as you go. In fact, you could probably play multiple rounds of gambling. You know, I can imagine if you were like fairly bored, you could just have this going on your TV like 24/7. I mean, honestly, it's like this or like local news, and it's like, you know, this actually comes out pretty favorably in that comparison. Oh, is it? What is this? Oh, can you scroll around? Oh, evidently something is important, because... Oh, I see, it's the final stretch. Yeah, it's that horse. Unfortunately, I don't think that's my horse. But who knows? Oh, that says race winner, good luck. I mean, race good, winner luck. It still kind of makes sense, but still. Did I make out like a bandit? Oh, yeah. That's what I call the Ashgabat cat betting instincts. Wait, what? I'm not... Am I... Oh my god, what the heck? So wait, this is a multiplayer betting game. So you each play through, and then you like... You give each other the controller, you take turns, and you bet on which horses are going to win? That's just like... Oh my god, that's like way more amazing than what I thought it was before. And what I thought it was before was like a pretty nice interactive screensaver, basically. So now you can get a couple of friends, couple of beers, you just set this game up on your TV, and you're like, hey man, I bet that red horse is gonna win. No man, black horse the whole way. Red horse, almond horse, and you just bet on horses the whole night. It's one of those things that it doesn't sound terribly appealing, but then you go and do it, and you're just like, yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, unfortunately, we are stuck here, so let's raise a horse. Or maybe gambling is the only option, which is not indicative of life at all. If you are a small, impressionable child watching this show, don't go out and gamble. Gambling is a waste of money. You should spend all of your money on video games. Yes, that is right, an equal or an amount exceeding that which you would have spent on gambling, you should play on video games. But it's technically not gambling, because the return is pretty clear, which is to say, you are getting no money back, unless you want to buy old games, and then hold on to them and hope they go up in price, in which case, while technically not gambling, it's still a bad idea because the stakes are just so low. If you want to invest your money in like some sort of corporation that'll increase money, and some sort of object that will increase in money, stocks, man. Stock market is where you want to go. In fact, why aren't there any stock market betting games? I mean, it's essentially the same as this horse racing game. It's just you get a few more numbers, like ooh, end of month account balance, versus like horse color. But I mean, they both mean about the same amount of stuff. Why does it start with this? This is the coolest intro screen I've ever seen. And it's got like a Euro dance beat vision. Like, I don't see music like this and hear, like, it reminds me of when you play some of those demo scene games, or like when you open one of those games that's been cracked by one of those European teams that really likes the demo scene. Alright, so we had our fun with gamble mode. Let's press select and select race mode. Oh, I see. We are engaged in a two-player competitive race. So what I'm doing right now is I'm matching that thing for the middle. Oh wow. Oh, that's kind of mildly engaging. So basically, you try to build it up. No, you can't press it on the edges. You got to press it on the middle, and then you press B and spurt. Yours kind of races ahead. Well, I'll be honest, I thought at some point in time we would be racing a horse, quietly nurturing it from when it was a foal, and letting it grow up into be a big race horse, just winning championships left and right, and then we'll put it out to pasture, try to find a mate, and then start it all over again. But this game is not quite that. It's not quite not that, but it's not that. Yes, it has a horse racing mode, but this mode actually seems more like an actual game than like the horse life simulator I was imagining. Which, well, honestly, when you're jonesing this bad for a horse racing game, it's like you'll take what you can get. I'm begrudgingly satisfied with this game, but the minute Sega licenses that like horse game with like the trading cards, but it's not actually trading cards, it's like that's your memory cards, but they actually feel like real cards, As soon as that comes in the West, it's like, nope, ditching this game, buying that. Buying 7 of those. Well, actually, technically, it's an arcade game, so I guess you could buy one of those. Not for south of $1,000, but I suppose you could. Well, expendable income, right? There's no way I could justify that purchase. It's $1,000. You'd never have to buy any other video games ever. You'd be too busy raising your own horse empire. You might have to pay for memory cards, but I mean, again, if you're in the hole for like $2,500 for like the arcade set, then like what's a couple hundred on memory cards? Am I right? Well, anyway, that was Duma Horse Racing, and on that note, I've got a few eBay auctions to maybe look through. So this cat's got a scat.